What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
Yeah. Good evening, lads and lasses, and welcome to the stream. Lurk, how you doing? Grim, how you doing? Good to see you both here. Hope you guys are excited for Death Stranding 2. I've been looking forward to this for several days. Mrs. Suave and the children pre-ordered me this game for Father's Day. That was my Father's Day gift, and it came in the mail Friday. So waiting 48 hours, because I had to work Friday. So by the time I would have even gotten a chance to play, it would have been Friday night after work. Waiting 48 hours to start a new game that I've been looking forward to was a bit kind of like torture. But I also know I'm also a week late to the party. Over a week late to the party now because I preferred to actually own the game, so I have a physical copy release of said game. If you pre-ordered the digital copy, you got it last Thursday, not the 26th. You got it a week prior on like the 19th. So most people that pre-ordered the digital version have probably beaten it already. So that's my punishment for actually owning my games. But with that being said, you can see here, I've got the main menu currently on Death Stranding Recap. I did not know this was a thing. But we're going to check this out because if I were to try to catch you up on what Death Stranding 1 was, I would have a really hard time with that. So I figure this and watching this would just be the way to go. One quick note that I want to make. I discovered last night that both Death Stranding games and both Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West use the same game engine, the Decima engine. So, yeah, that was just kind of a neat little thing that I'm going right from Horizon Zero Dawn into Death Stranding 2. Evolving Fetus, how you doing? You're playing yourself right now. Such a good game so far. The wait was worth it. Going around grinding. If people beat it by now, they had to have had rushed main stuff only. That's pretty much all I'm going to be doing here on stream is main story. Otherwise, having only 3 hours twice a week, it would just take me forever to get through this game. And I'm trying to get through this game within the next 6 to 8 weeks because that's when MGS Delta comes out. So I figure I've got potentially 12 to 16 streams maybe before then, and early reports coming in are that the main story only takes between 30 and 40 hours. So that's pretty much where we're at. I will give this game then probably another playthrough at some point and really dive in, because when it comes to streaming the games, I feel like I should focus on the main story because that's just what I'm most interested in. And some of the grinding in these games, like I could spend 3 hours just farming resources, and I just feel like that's not all that entertaining to watch. You know what I mean? So I try to just stick with the main dish and leave the sides for off stream. But with that being said, as we watch this Death Stranding 2 or Death Stranding recap. Also, you didn't know Kojima and Guerrilla Games worked together on the Decima engine. I did not know that. I just found that out last night. But we're going to get this Death Stranding recap going, and I'm going to crack open my day. Hopefully you guys got yourself a beverage of choice, and let's enjoy this recap.
Perhaps you remember me. That's right. It's Deadman. The world, as you know, is in awful shape. And it's all because of the Death Stranding. The dead started to find their way into our midst, crossing over from the other side. We call these entities BTs, Beached Things. When they came into contact with the living, the result was instant annihilation. A void out, leaving nothing but a massive crater in its wake. But that was only the beginning. Strange rain fell from the sky, rapidly aging everything it touched. A phenomenon we came to know as timefall. Structures would rust and collapse, and people grew old in an instant. The world transformed into something completely unrecognizable.
I like the way this is done.
Those who survived these changes came to fear both timefall and BTs alike. They withdrew into the remaining cities, which in turn closed their doors to outsiders. People ceased to travel and stopped meeting in person. They grew distant from one another and became further isolated. The social, cultural, and political bonds between humans began to crumble.
I was kind of expecting a cinematic recap, kind of like how the Desmond saga of the Assassin's Creed games did at the beginning of those, but this fits.
The Death Stranding was hastening humanity's extinction. Seeing this, Bridget Strand, the last president of the United States of America, founded Bridges, an organization committed to making America whole again and providing a future for all humankind. However, Bridget died before she could realize this ambition. It was you, Sam, who took up her cause and resolved to see it through. Sam, the humble porter, who also possessed the unique powers of a repatriate, the one and only person who could save humanity. So with Bridges' Cupid in hand, and accompanied by the bridge baby Lou, you embarked on a journey across North America. Of course, you had struggles of your own, often phasmophobia, or the fear of being touched. The despair of having lost everything was just too much. But despite it all, you strive to bring people together. By extending the chiral network across the length and breadth of the continent, you would enable the rebirth of the United States as the United Cities of America. You were also to rescue Bridget's daughter, Amelie, who had been taken captive by terrorists. These were the vital missions you were entrusted with, Sam.
I mean, to be fair, that might be the best way to handle this recap, because if you go too far off into the weeds, you might as well just play the first game. Because, like, if you really start getting into the details, it's just gonna get a little wild.
We, your friends at Bridges, did everything we could to support your efforts. There was our director, Di Hardman, a close associate of Bridget, who was dedicated to fulfilling her final wishes. His commitment to American Reconstructionism was absolute, and for that he was named the first president of the UCA. And of course, Sam, the incomparable Dead Man, yours truly. I'd like to think we became the best of friends. As you may recall, I was born from an artificial womb, and over the course of my life, was the recipient of numerous organ transplants. I've always got on with the dead. I used to be a coroner. Anyway, I pushed myself physically and mentally to help you and your BB, Lou. Mama and Lochna were twin sisters, as you may remember. Skilled scientists who developed the Cupid, which was essential for chiral network expansion. A personal tragedy caused the two of them to grow apart, but they've since reconciled, with both their souls residing in the same body. Ah, Hartman. Every 21 minutes his soul departs his physical form, and for 3 minutes his body is clinically dead. During this temporary death, his soul is sent to the beach. That's why he knows more about the beach and the Death Stranding than anyone else. His knowledge proved indispensable in the execution of your mission, Sam. Fragile, leader of the private delivery outfit Fragile Express. Exposure to timefall caused her entire body from the neck down to age significantly. It was the mark of a terrible betrayal. Higgs, a former comrade, used Timefall as an instrument of torture, you see. To no surprise, Fragile was hell-bent on getting revenge. But after meeting you, Sam, she had a change of heart. As your friends, we would stop at nothing to see you succeed. But ultimately, crossing the continent was something you had to do on your own, with only Lou for company, and with no end to the forces that stood in opposition. Deadly BTs, unforgiving terrain and unpredictable weather, ruthless terrorists. The list goes on. Without a doubt, your greatest enemy was Higgs. Convinced that humanity deserved to go extinct, he kidnapped Amelie and tried to torment you and countless others. But neither he nor anything else could stop you from achieving your goal. The chiral network was finally completed. The bridge to the future was built, but your ordeal was not yet over. You had to learn the real nature of the Death Stranding, a secret that Amelie had kept hidden from us all this time, and a terrible truth you had to face. But you accepted this final revelation, Sam, and did what had to be done. America rose from the ashes as the UCA, and as the people celebrated your accomplishments, you carried out one final mission in secret, to save your BB, to save Lou. You removed the child from the pod that was their prison, and began a new life together. And so it was that the two of you vanished, without so much as a trace.
Yeah, that's the basics of the story. Gets a lot more complicated than that, but yes, it gets the point across. One other thing that I want to mention, and it was mentioned in one of these slides, that Sam had to do all of this on his own. So one of the things that I did in the 2 Death Stranding playthroughs that I did was I did it all offline, and I'm going to do the same with this game. I've got login at launch and shared content. Well, login at launch is off, and if for some reason I did connect, only shared cargo, weapons, tools, and fieldware would be stored in or left in the field or stored in shared lockers. So, because I feel like it defeats the purpose to have a bunch of other players build things, and with how new this game is, and the fact that it's been out for a week already, I'm sure there's probably a bunch of shit built already, and I don't want any of that help. I feel like this story is Sam's and Sam's only, so it doesn't make sense to me that Sam would have, you know, a couple 100,000 other Sams also out in the same world. But yes, one other thing that I do want to add is that we found out that pretty sure the original BB, the original Bridge Baby, that basically gave us all of the BB technology and everything like that, was indeed Sam. We found that out at the end of Death Stranding 1. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So we've got story, casual, normal, and brutal. And Lurk, I saw you get. I don't have an icebox for my PS5 ready to go, but I do have it set to prioritize performance. And I'm also playing on a 1080p monitor, so I shouldn't have any issues theoretically with my PS5 overheating. There was an article that came out about that people's PS5s were reportedly overheating, and I'm just going to assume that it's probably because people are trying to play it on their 400K TVs at 10,000 frames per second, and we don't do that over here, so we shouldn't have any problems. We're going to do this on normal difficulty. I like how the line changes. Start the game with selected difficulty level. The difficulty can be changed at any time via the options menu. Yeah, I'm doing that also for another reason. I try to play as many games as I possibly can offline. Because as time goes on, there's so many like PS3 era games and even now beginning PS4 era games that are either no longer playable or no longer playable the way that we grew up playing them because the online servers are no longer available. I would rather my experience with this game be the same today as it will be in hopefully 20 to 25 years. So I don't want to play this game and have this experience that I won't be able to replicate in the future. So I prefer to always have an offline experience. That's just the way I prefer to play my games. It is said that a person's birthday will indicate their path in life. Research has shown that it can determine a person's experience of dooms. Enter your birthday and see what the future has in store. Now, I've tried to avoid spoilers as much as possible. Has no overheating issue that you have experienced. I have played for over 20 hours straight, no crash, no bug, but PS5 Pro, according to my friend, had some issues. See, the article that I read was saying that it was base PS5 and PS5 Slims that were reporting the overheating issue, and it was on the, most people were saying it was on the game map is actually what was causing it. But I'm not going to put in my birthday. Like I said, I've seen some spoilers already, unfortunately. Nothing major. But I did see apparently there's something to do with your birthday. So I'm going to put in today's date because that's the day we are starting this game. And maybe we'll get that birthday treat that I read about. Today is also Mrs. Suave and I's anniversary, so happy birthday. Happy anniversary, Mrs. Suave. We've been married 6 years today. Whilst dooms can afflict almost anyone, those born under constellations with a greater connection to the beach, including Cancer, Pisces, Cetus, and Delphinus, are said to be more susceptible to developing the condition. It is believed that such individuals are fated to walk a life path fraught with disquiet and turmoil. Happy birth-anniversary. All right, here we go. Nice. Once there was an explosion. A bang that echoed around the world. A phenomenon known as the Death Stranding. Beach things, lost spirits of the dead, found their way into our midst. When they came into contact with the living, the result was instant annihilation. A void out. See, none of this was explained in the first game. At least not this way. Since most can neither see nor sense BTs, people lived in fear of them, withdrawing from the outside world. Cities became isolated and humanity crept towards extinction. To unite what was left of America, a porter named Sam forged a bond with a bridge baby called Lou, who possessed a special connection to the other side. Together, they journeyed west across the continent, reconnecting the people through the chiral network. But on the day that the United Cities of America celebrated the nation's rebirth, Sam and Lou vanished without a trace. Though UCA officials attempted to track them down, the pair's whereabouts remain unknown. "11 months later."
Me? I've always loved porters. Through freezing rain and biting wind, across rivers, mountains, and endless deserts. They come to deliver something priceless, a glimpse of a life I've never known. They're my window, my sole connection to the outside world. And I know they'll be back again, today.
Minus 61. Have I ever really loved someone? Do I deserve what I've got? Now the grace systems turn to traps and the fear switching sides. I own $1 million worth of stuff.
Probably gonna get nailed for copyright on this. So far, the Death Stranding 1, I also got copyright not strikes, but copyright claims on my streams because of the music, but it was all just, hey, we own this song, and no action was taken. So hopefully we don't have that issue where something actually gets muted. But if it does, we'll compensate accordingly.
Where is it that I belong?
There he is. That's the guy. Yeah, BB.
Minus 61. Now the wind cuts the leaves like a knife, and the sun's out of sight. I see the world they build to lose at the trial, what is left and what is right.
Oh yeah, I definitely plan on diving into this game some more, and I'm not just gonna like run from one mission to another. I might get sidetracked a little bit here and there. I am gonna try to enjoy this game as just a casual playthrough,
Time to head home.
rather than just run from point A to point B. But yeah, I do plan on really diving into this game a little bit more. Same with Horizon Zero Dawn. The BB. Hey, the BB.
Well, now someone's in a good mood. Let's go home and get you fed.
And look at those teethers. I remember when my kids were that little. Okay. Can I put a no, okay, I can't put a I was gonna put a marker on that or something. Yeah, don't faceplant now. Yeah, Lou will get squished. Oh, blood bag, sure. Take that. I have a child. Ooh. Sorry, Lou. Just face planted into the side of a mountain. Potential gate quake detected.
I feel that. Pretty damn shaky.
A gate quake measuring 4 on the G scale has occurred. It's okay, baby.
Okay, you're all right.
Yeah, you're all right, baby. Oh, dude, I've seen a lot of people saying that, like, this game is probably one of the best looking games ever made. Although, I guess if I want to start nitpicking, I don't see a big pile of rocks down here at the bottom. So, negative review for that. This game is a pile of trash now. That is unforgivable missed detail. And I'm going to throw this game in the garbage now. Oh yeah, they broke my version.
Come on, let's get this done.
The fact that I now have an actual physical child strapped to my chest rather than just a baby in a jar. Yeah, I'm terrified to see what could happen if I do faceplant. I feel like there's got to be a much better route than up here in the mountains, but we'll just go home.
Great. Rain. Gotta move.
Oh, is it timefall? Because if that's the case, Lou might be a fucking teenager by the time we get home. Oh, we gotta resist strong winds now. Now let's get on some more solid ground.
Almost there.
Use this menu to quickly switch between weapons and tools. Select a category and use L1, R1 to cycle through your options. Oh, okay, cool. Good to see you can still take a leak in this game. That's nice and... Alright, let's use the ladder. Oh, I can connect two ladders together? How neat. Extendo ladder, cuz.
There, we made it.
Sam's just like, the fuck out the way. Neat.
Raindrops are falling on my head, and just like the guy's feet are too big for his head, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head.
Hey, not bad, little porter. Not bad at all.
Look at the little baby package.
And I said I didn't like the way he got things done. Sleeping
Okay, Lou.
on the
Time
job.
for some nom-noms.
Those raindrops are falling on my head. They keep falling. But there's one
Come on,
thing
open up.
I know. The blues they sing
There you go.
to me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Raindrops falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. 'Cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me.
fuck somebody up with a frying pan. It's fragile.
Who are you? Fragile?
Were you cooking?
What are you doing here?
Because I'm free.
I've been looking for you.
Nothing's worrying
You gotta scramble some eggs. In the words of Sons of Thunder in Airheads, she'll have some scrambled eggs and wobbly legs.
Wow. Lou's growing up fast. You two look good. Like a happy family. Here's a gift. The finest Carol printed diapers.
Thank God. How'd you track us down?
Your neighbor got hooked up to the Carol network. Service now extends to the whole region. I let myself in with this. You can use Carol printers now too.
Guess it's time we thought about moving. Maybe further south. You know, I'm surprised you used the front door for once.
My jumping days are behind me. Overdoing it left me with some kind of syndrome. They call it jump shock.
You care for a drink?
Thank you, but no. I should get straight to the point.
Business, huh? I mean, for a moment there, I thought maybe you wanted to catch up.
I have a job for you. Take it, and that whole mess over how you left Bridges will be wiped from the record. You won't have to live in hiding anymore.
What about Lil?
That's a little more complicated. We're talking about a Bridges asset. You'll have to work it out. Sam, you brought America together. Helped it be reborn as the UCA. But I'm afraid that Death Stranding is far from over. Humanity is still in danger. Still on the brink of extinction. Don't act like you don't see it. A lot of things changed after you went off on your own. Especially within the UCA. Bridges no longer oversees the distribution network. They withdrew once things were up and running. So your friends and co-workers all went their separate ways. And that's not all. Die Hard Man is not the president of the UCA anymore. In case you're wondering who's handling distribution now, A Pass 4000 has revolutionized the whole process. It utilizes the Carol network to manage and carry out deliveries. Within network coverage, there's no need to rely on human porters anymore. And no need for Fragile Express, of course.
The robots took their jobs.
So after I closed up shop, I went and started a new group. One that handles work in regions outside the UCA. We decided to call ourselves Drawbridge. And we still require the services of human porters that can work outside the network. Preferably ones with dooms who can sense BTs. Sam, I'm asking you to go to Mexico. To extend the Carol network to the south. Just like you did when you went out west.
You're asking, or is this coming from the UCA?
Both. The UCA came to Drawbridge, and now I'm coming to you. So, what do you say?
Oh boy. So why me? What's the state of the environment? Are there BTs, or I'll do it. Oh, I thought I was gonna be able to like confirm my choice?
Yeah, all right.
Well, that sucks, because I was going to ask a different
So you'll
question.
do it?
But I guess we can cut straight to the chase.
What about Lou, though? It's not like I can take my kid with me. If I do this, can you hold the fort for me while I'm gone? Play babysitter?
We're inside the network. There's a child care app I can use. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I would have preferred a
Well, that is
better
only a few
dialogue
days
option than that one, but
I promise he'll be back before you know it.
oh well.
Link up the region as you head south, and come home safe. We'll be waiting.
All right.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and guess that this because I've already read that this game takes place in 2 locations. So I'm going to guess that this first region here in Mexico is going to be like the eastern region of the first game, which is going to kind of basically be our tutorial level.
Go on. Slide it on your thumb.
Like a ring?
Try sticking your thumb out, like you're giving me a like. Access your ring terminal to view the map. From here you can check order details, as well as the cargo for delivery. Now then, let's review the mission that you'll be undertaking on behalf of Drawbridge. Your destination is a research lab in southern Mexico. When you arrive, you'll need to use the Cupid to connect it to the chiral network. Chiral communication utilizes the beach, where time barely passes. Using the Cupid in conjunction with the delivery terminal will allow us to initiate a zero-time massive data transmission. But because of the distance, it's not feasible to head straight to the lab to establish a connection. You'll need to use the way stations to extend network coverage until you're close enough to get the lab online. Your first stop is C1, Ciudad Nuda del Norte. Bring them a delivery and welcome them into the network. Improper corpse disposal remains a serious problem in Mexico. With every
Excellent.
additional corpse that spawns a BT, the risk of a void out grows even higher. C1 in particular is struggling to handle this issue. But once they're online, we can give them the technology they need to address the situation. Why don't you take a look at the cargo you're carrying by opening the menu? You can access useful information about your deliveries via your ring terminal. To review the cargo currently in your possession, select Cargo Management.
So instead of cufflinks in this one, we've got a ring.
This is the cargo you'll need to deliver. Be sure to get it to its destination in one piece. It's an excellent idea to place the most important cargo in your backpack. We've given you some additional equipment. It can be carried in pouches or in special hooks, just like cargo. All these weapons can be used to incapacitate humans without killing them. So there is no need to worry about causing a void out.
Neat.
Be sure to weigh your various options as you load up.
So these are non-lethal then. So we've got assault rifle, handgun, blood bag, and a ladder. Oh, and I get a handgun holster now. That's neato. We'll place that in the utility pouch.
Return to the menu when everything looks good to go. Finally, before heading out, make sure to plot your delivery route. Return to the map. See your destination? There's a river you'll need to cross to get there. There are bandits in the area too.
Sweet.
Armed groups that have attacked borders in the past. Think about what route you might take from your current location.
Deep river. Armed hostiles. And this is the bridge that I apparently need to get to in order to get over here. Yeah, this doesn't sound like it's going to be easy, that's for sure. And, well, given the terrain, it's looking like, honestly, I'm probably just going to be going right through the middle of this.
Commencing route creation.
When you plot a route on the map, you'll see what hazards you may run into along the way. You can face these challenges head-on, or try to find a way around them. How you get to your destination is up to you, but think it over before getting underway.
So I like this little graph here, and it shows you like the elevation changes and all that. Like that's that's actually pretty sweet. So I'm guessing that's another river there. Okay. Well, I guess. So this is where you can view the messages sent by people from all over the world. Look back on the likes you've given and received and all that stuff. So this is everything that I'm going to be missing out on, I guess. Stats. Here's our dictionary. Alright, let's do it to it.
Latest model Cupid. Just completed. We decided to put a hold on network expansion until it was ready to go. Like last time, you'll be using it to welcome people into a whole new world. It won't be any harder than before either. The Chiral network terminals are ready and waiting. Bridges saw to that. Emily's expedition split into two groups midway. The first continued west, while the second cut south into Mexico. But again, they were only able to lay the groundwork. Until you bring those terminals online with the Cupid, the network can't grow.
Because of course, without Sam and without me, there'd be no game. So we got to do everything.
No more baby food for you.
Let you get fragile any trouble, I'm gone. Don't you break my kid.
Now who wants to eat?
Now hopefully Sam's like BT sensing got a lot better, because because we had to rely on BB pretty hard. Alright. And we're off. A why me hat. Sunglasses. The light. Boots. Oh, and I can just decide to wear it backwards. Whoops. There we go. Nope. I wanted that one. Oh, this is where I can place signs down. Probably not going to use that a whole lot. And cargo management. Okay. Well, give me my handgun.
Been a while since I held a gun. Alright, let's get this done.
Ah, chiral crystals. We know we're going to need a shit ton of those. Long life meals. Gonna be picking up everything. You know what? I'm gonna cross here because this river doesn't look too deep.
It was too close.
I guess I should have stayed on the other side of the river. Headache pills. Well, let's get our meals.
Nice. Come on.
Okay, so we're coming up on the bandit camp. There we go. Crouch is R1. That's going to take a minute to get used to.
We're in enemy territory now.
Well, we got tall grass. Naturally, I assume we can hide in that. Well, we're gonna see if we can just be sneaky here. We need to go that way anyway. I didn't see if they were armed with 5.56ers and pineapples. That I wasn't able to notice. Oh shit. Who spotted me? Oh, right there. Hold R1 to hold my breath. What? Yeah, it broke my immersion. That's what you get for messing with Sam Porter. Gotta play Lawnmower Simulator. Oh, is this the famous border wall that Mexico paid for? Oh, great. A sandstorm. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that swimming is probably not an option. This also doesn't feel smart. But we're gonna do it anyway.
Now leaving neural network coverage.
Yeah, I can see. Finally playing Fallout New Vegas. Well, this idea didn't work, because now this bridge just completely dies. Or completely ends, rather. Oh no, I guess it doesn't. Cool. Seriously, can I get struck by lightning now? how far are we from our destination here? We're getting there. I would imagine that has to feel like just sticking your face in a sandblaster. I really hope it's possible, or I really hope it's not possible to get shocked by lightning, because that was dangerously close. Okay. About 500 meters south. Well, so far we've encountered earthquakes, a sandstorm, and lightning. All right. Damn. Well, we made it out of there.
Yep, it's got some weight to it.
Buen dia, Sam. ID confirmed. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
We made it.
Decontamination in progress. No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
And I didn't have to kill anybody. Look at me go.
must be Sam. It can't have been easy to come this far south. You're here to bring us onto the chiral network, right? Ah, that's a relief. We'll be able to dispose of corpses properly once you've got us online. That'll be one less thing for our residents to worry about. Anyway, I believe you have some cargo for me, yes?
Yup.
It's not often you get a delivery in such good shape. You're a lifesaver.
Listen, man, I know what I'm doing. Oh, I got likes.
It's just like everyone says. You're a man that people can rely on. Okay, use your Cupid to bring us online. The chiral gateway you brought us should allow us to establish a connection between Mexico and the UCA. And with state-of-the-art tech at our disposal, we can finally solve a lot of our problems.
Yep, this is just Death Stranding 1 Part 2, negative review on Steam. Oh, and I got a trophy, getting my money's worth.
Chiral network coverage successfully expanded. Commencing data collection. Now displaying your current Porter grade.
Yeah, buddy.
Porter grade increased. Congratulations.
Every evaluation received as a porter will contribute to your overall porter grade, calculated by APAS. This provides a snapshot of your experience as a porter as well as your delivery style. It's calculated from the number of likes Sam receives.
Chiral network connection confirmed. And now we can begin fabricating the latest corpse disposal equipment. Until recently, we've been dealing with our dead by burying them in tar, but that solution was growing untenable. We should be okay moving forward. I really can't thank you enough. You must be exhausted after your long journey. We've prepared a private room for your exclusive use. There are countless dangers in these parts. You should rest until you're fully recovered. Don't push on until you're ready. Please, stay here before you set out again.
What was untenable about corpse disposal?
As I mentioned before, we've been taking them to a nearby tar pit and dropping them in. Unfortunately, we took it too far. And it wasn't long before the whole pit turned into a BT area. In trying to prevent the emergence of BTs, we ended up facilitating their creation.
Good job.
And with the constant timefall in the vicinity, chiral contamination has only grown worse. All of these problems have contributed to an increased suicide rate, which in turn has resulted in even more bodies that we've had no way to dispose of properly. But thanks to the chiral network, we can now fabricate the corpse disposal facilities that we lack. Everything's going to be all right.
Kinda doubt that, big fella.
Well, our corpse disposal problem is no longer an issue thanks to you. But there's nothing we can do to get rid of the BT area we created. Fear of BTs and damage from timefall and chiralium exposure will continue to be a concern. And let's not forget about the bandits willing to attack travelers and facilities. But so long as we remain connected to the network, we'll have access to new tools and technologies to help combat these threats. You brought us more than a connection to the outside. You brought us hope. Thank you again for everything. I'll get started right away on preparing your next order for you. By the time you wake up, it should be good to go. You'll just need to access the delivery terminal here. I hope I can count on you.
Sam looks like he could use a shower. Looking like Sandman from Spider-Man over there.
Welcome, Sam. Please relax and enjoy your stay.
They still collecting my bodily fluids for ammo? Is that still a thing? Sam's sunburn has healed? I didn't know I could get sunburns. Wow, okay. Oh, I'm sure it's going to happen at some point. I guess we'll sleep. Seems like the only option I have at the moment. Oh yeah, it looks fantastic.
Lou.
Are you alright? If you're worried about Lou, don't be. I'll admit, the stuff is pretty new to me, but the app has been a big help. Figuring out why a baby's crying, getting the milk just warm enough. It's had the perfect advice for every situation.
Hi.
So, how does it feel to be back in the saddle?
Works same as it ever was. It's the first time I've been away from Lou.
We're fine. Trust me. Just focus on the road, okay?
Yeah.
I thought she was old from the neck down. What happened to that?
Blood volume and stamina at optimal levels. No irregularities detected at this time.
I'm sure it'll get explained in there somewhere. Okay. Well, there's that. Sup? Let's see here. What can we do with our backpack? Cannot fabricate custom attachments. Yep, that's all familiar. Golden toadstool. Oh, that's just the same thing there. Sup, toast? Sup outside? Chiral tea. Well, if we're going to be around all this chiral shit, why not ingest it too? Would increase my stamina by 10%. Can be boosted up to 25. Glug glug. We'll eat a worm too, just for good measure. Somewhat satiated. Oh, that's neat. Okay. How do we get out of here now? Oh, I can change that one too? Cool. View test weapons, go to surface. Real quick, I want to check. Okay, so that goes to him, and the headache pills also go to him.
Good morning, Sam. Did you have a good rest? We're already making progress in addressing the corpse disposal situation here. Once again, I've got to thank you for that. If you access the delivery terminal, you'll find that you can fabricate equipment for yourself now too. We have some materials on hand here that you can use to make supplies for your journey. Take as much as you need. Now, we don't have all the same schematics in Mexico that you have access to in the UCA. But as you link up more facilities to increase chiral network bandwidth and improve your connection level with the locals, we should be able to share all kinds of new data with you, expanding your fabrication options further. I heard that you're planning to extend chiral network coverage to the south, down as far as that research facility. So go ahead and pick up the order I posted for you. I'll explain the finer details of the mission while you look at the map provided by ABAS. I wasn't expecting any visitors in this kind of weather.
I never left,
Hope
bro.
you managed to avoid the worst of it.
They broke my immersion.
Figured we would never see this cargo. But here it is. Thank you so much for the delivery.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Must have been rough having to deal with this weather. I would have struggled to stay on my feet.
I did.
But don't let it discourage you from visiting us again, huh?
Order completed. Well,
Okay, what can we fabricate at this point?
Please select an item to fabricate.
Blood bag, container repair spray, ladder, climbing anchor, handgun, and boots. Well, let's take some container repair spray. That might come in handy. Facility conversation log.
Playing archived footage from this location.
Neat. Facility features: private room, VR training, and corpse disposal. Okay. Deliver one or more remote medical units to Villa Libre.
Your next destination is Villa Libre. The people there don't have enough medical equipment to meet their needs. If you bring them this delivery, you'll be sure to earn their trust. And once you've done that, you'll have an easier time convincing them to become part of the chiral network. Timefall is coming down hard in this area.
Sweet.
Cargo containers that are exposed to timefall will begin to degrade. If you carry container repair spray with you, you can use it to mitigate these effects before it becomes a problem. Keep an eye out for the rivers and bandit camps in the area too. Hazards like these can make your life much harder. On your way to Villa Libre, you might pass a post box we built. We left behind some spare equipment in its shared locker. If you see it, take a look inside. Everything is yours to use as you deem fit. There should be materials in there too. Enough to fabricate something if you like. Also, if you have any extra equipment, you can use the box to donate it to other people. With a moment's generosity, you can make another porter's day. Finally, each postbox has a private locker which can be used to store equipment for later use, and a recycle feature that will turn any unneeded items into materials.
Neat.
So what do you think? Have enough information to plan your journey to Villa Libre? Take your time to finalize your route.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized. Commencing route creation.
Yeah, let's take a look in the post box there. Okay.
Delivery route finalized.
This order calls for some pretty hefty cargo to be sure. But don't forget to take into account all the other extras you'll need to carry to get the job done. Every piece of equipment you take also adds to your overall weight. So think carefully about your loadout. Try to pick critical items that won't weigh you down and wear you out when combined with your cargo. Run out of stamina halfway through a delivery, and you're in for a world of hurt.
You ain't talking to a rookie, my guy.
Make all necessary preparations for your delivery. When everything...
Okay. Still got a rifle and handgun, blood bag. Got the remote medical units, container spray, and a ladder. Okay. Let's head out.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Oh boy.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Gotta be running our ass off. Every 1,000 CG of chiral crystals that I carry will reduce my load by 1 kilo. So every 1 centigram will reduce my load by 1 kilo. Okay?
Warning. Flight risk elevated.
Rivers will rise if it rains upstream. As a river's water level rises, there will be fewer places to safely cross. Oh boy. Use this to see where water levels are rising.
That was close.
Well, I don't think I actually need to cross the river. I don't. It'll just keep me in enemy territory a little bit longer and a little earlier.
This must be your territory.
Children's picture book. You see nothing. No, nothing.
You are too far away from your cargo.
How the hell is this gun supposed to work? Like that. Alright, well, let's just get the hell out of here. Where's this post box? Is that it? Over here? Ooh, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get across this river or not. That was risky.
Thanks for the help.
Oh, I can hide in the post box? That's sweet. Can fabricate equipment from a post box. Neato. Upgrade or repair. I'll repair my cargo once I get closer. Yeah, let's not do that. Alright. Made it. Okay, let's whip out this container repair spray. Might as well use the rest of it for good measure. Yeah, he is. You know, I was just thinking about that the other day. That load doesn't seem very evenly distributed, but we're almost there, so I'm not worried about it. You need to dig that one up at some point. Because that one was good.
Fuck. Whoa, almost lost it there.
All right, made it. Because I know you still have that video. I know you do.
You're Sam, right? Did the timefall give you a lot of trouble? Thanks for making the trip. Allow me to assess the condition of your cargo.
Should be great. Well, if you ever find yourself messing around an A rank,
Seems to be in decent condition. Thanks for your service.
I thought it was back to fine condition when I used the cargo repair spray. Whatever. But if you ever find yourself downstairs at your desk bored, start doing some searching for me.
Did not think we would ever get this back, but seems... I have to say, this was well worth the wait. I had a feeling you wouldn't let me down. Time to connect the Cupid. Once we're part of the chiral network, we'll be able to use these remote medical units you brought. I can get myself checked out as well. We've all been looking forward to this. So go ahead and link us up.
All right, we got Villa Libre. Ah, the PCC unit.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Chiral communications have been established. Now I can finally use one of these medical units to assess the condition of the child I'm carrying. I just pray they're strong and healthy. The elderly residents here will also be happy to receive proper medical care. Oh, seems like you should be capable of fabricating PCCs now as well. Probably thanks to the chiral network expansion and the resulting increase in total bandwidth. Of course, every additional structure will eat into that bandwidth. But there should be more than enough to support anything you build. Within reason, that is. There's one other problem we've been dealing with lately, though.
What?
It's not a critical issue, so I posted an aid request with further details. If you're interested, you can check it out via your ring terminal. I'm not sure. I should have given birth to my child ages ago. But for some reason, the fetus seems to have stopped growing at 7 months. If something's wrong with my body, I can't tell what it is. And not knowing is driving me insane. But with one of our new medical units, I might finally be able to get answers. I want to believe I can still bring this child into the world someday. The only people that still live here other than myself are elderly. The last of the younger residents decided to risk it all and leave for Ciudad Nudo del Norte a while back. Too many bandits in these parts. Like the one I used to be. We took what we wanted and didn't care about anyone but ourselves. But after I got pregnant, I realized I could not keep living like that. Had to clean up my act. start living for someone else. My friends didn't understand at all, so they ditched me, left me to wander on my own. Until the people here agreed to take me in. Even though the poor souls are struggling with all kinds of health issues. That's why we put in the order for these remote medical units.
Okay.
A new order has just come through for you. Looks like the residents of the C1 South Distribution Center need you to recover some cargo from abandoned encampment.
Damn it.
And bring it to them. You can review the specifics of the order when you get around to accepting it. So once you're good to go, access the delivery terminal here to get underway. I'll share additional info with you as soon as you do so.
Great. Recover all chiral density gauges stolen by bandits. Okay, so we got to go up into the mountains, build a watchtower, raid the bandit camp, and then into the valley. Okay, then.
Okay, Sam. Are you ready? Then I'll bring you up to speed with what I know. The order you've undertaken is to recover chiral density gauges that have been stolen by bandits and taken back to their base.
Fetch quest, negative review on
The
Steam.
base is located in some overgrown ruins, so you'll have a hard time getting a clear view of it. You might want to construct a watchtower nearby before you charge in. With it, you can get a better handle on the situation and improve your odds of getting the job done quietly. But that's not all, of course. Other porters are also able to make use of your structures. This way, you can help out the people who follow in your footsteps through this area. Think about what I told you and finalize your route. Best of luck to you out there.
Well, what's this exclamation point here? Spider Hill, a steep hill with dense vegetation located between Villa Libre and the C1 South Distribution Center. This hill takes its name from the mysterious spider-like creatures that many people have reported seeing in the area. We're gonna, not do that, because it looks like there's a path up the mountain here.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized. Commencing route creation.
Oh, of course, there's a river right here.
Delivery route finalized.
Okay. Well, let's go then. Okay, so I've got... Well, I can recycle this. Container spray, ladder, metals. Can recycle that as well. Okay. Let's get to it. Gonna go up the mountain. Don't forget Adam Zeroni. Yeah, ain't taking any chances there.
Till next time.
Yeah, we ain't dealing with spiders right now.
Weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Ain't even gonna take that risk. Well, this river seems to have calmed down quite a bit since it stopped raining. Because, yeah, that's the same... Well, no, yeah, because there was some of this that I had to cross to get up there. I mean, we could just go the Skyrim route. Try to just go straight up the mountain. Okay, now once I get up here, there's our path. We got a little zigzag coming up. Anesthetic agent? Sure, we'll take that. I wonder if this tall vegetation is enough to hide me. I'm gonna need some new boots here pretty soon. should be able to get up through this way. Oh, this is where I need to build a watchtower. Okay. So I can currently build a watchtower or a post box.
Let's do this.
Because nobody down the in the valley would question a mountain that just appeared out of, or a, watchtower that appeared out of nowhere. Upgrade and dismantle. Neat. So there's one of our density gauges. There's an enemy there, I think. Yeah. Another enemy there. There's the other cargo. Another enemy there. So it looks like 4 enemies, possibly. There's one there, one there, one there, and one there. Should be able to take out all 4 of them. Hopefully.
Someone's out there.
Take that. And that. Y'all got any good shit over here? Another PCC, an assault rifle, and ceramics. I'll take it all. So we've got 4 more enemies. Is it my mission to take them out, or just get the gauges is my actual mission here? Can't hide in tall grass if you've got cargo sticking out of the top of your backpack. he's coming. Well, that container repair spray is gone. Did that put like an inflatable tube around his neck? It did. Dude's got himself a floaty.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
An electric rod. I can use those in this game? A melee weapon that extends telescopically when swung. Neat. Can also be used to block melee attacks or thrown like a spear. Once thrown, it cannot be recovered. Neat. Couldn't use those in the last game.
All designated cargo successfully recovered. Proceed to delivery destination for processing.
Blood bag ladder and special alloys. I'll take all of it. Because you ain't playing Death Stranding right if you ain't got a mountain on your back. Climbing anchor. I'll take that. I'm not going to take the other electrical rod. I'm not going to need that. Okay. Now that we're done with that, it's like the best way to go is going to be back over by the river and around.
Oh, whoa. That was close.
That we need to get out of Dodge before these guys start waking up. It's gonna be a long walk to get there. But we'll get there. Unless there's a path through the woods right here, maybe? Yeah, we'll just play it safe and go around. Okay. That's where we want to go, right there, B4. Neat. Oh, and I like how the light of the scanner follows my camera. That's cool. Used filtration equipment. Might as well grab that too, because we ain't got too far to go. Oh boy. 10 kilos overweight. You can do it, Sam. Yeah, over encumbered. Sam's starting to feel peckish.
Everything you ever want is here. You're giving up another one too dear.
You know what? I feel like it'll be faster if I were to just take this used filtration equipment and offload it.
Skin on my teeth.
And just come back for it.
ID confirmed. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests. Chiral decontamination in progress. No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
Alright. So let's go ahead and offload everything in the backpack. Then we can go back for the filtration equipment. Trust me, I was debating on that, but the fact that my stamina was also dropping rapidly during that point, it's like, I could rough it out, but Sam here on the other hand, I don't know if he'd have had it in him. Listen to me talk about how I'm more badass than Sam. I wouldn't even be out here doing this shit to start with.
Almost toppled over.
That's a big-ass container, too. You know, the one thing that makes me kind of sad with this game is like how in the first game, every time you made a delivery, it like showed you your route, you know, to get there. This one, I don't think does that. Makes me kind of sad. I like that feature. There we go. Got your stuff. Yeah, a lot of negative reviews. A lot of immersion breaking in this game.
Hola, you're Sam, right? I assume you're here to drop off that stolen cargo of ours? With those chiral density gauges in our possession, we'll be able to determine where BTs are likely to appear in the future. So, let's get a look at those containers and see if we're good to go.
Yeah, buddy.
Esta perfecta. I'd swear it had never been outside. Picked this up while you were out and about, huh? Thanks. We really needed it.
It's because I'm a badass, my guy.
I just have to say that you're an absolutely incredible porter. Looks like our chiral density gauges are just about good to go. So, let's see what that Cupid of yours can do.
Okay, it looks like we've only got one more place to link up here in Mexico. Now it looks like there might be two more, maybe? A blood grenade. A grenade that expels a cloud of blood on impact, damaging BTs. Timefall structure. Timefall shelter, rather.
It's high time we got on the chiral network. Our BT research should go a hell of a lot faster now. We just shared some data with you that'll let you fabricate blood grenades, a kind of anti-BT weapon, and build timefall shelters too. I think you'll find both very useful.
I'm sure I will.
The chiral density gauges you brought us have been safely integrated into our systems. We can resume all distribution center operations and get back to business as usual. A lot of lives are going to be saved thanks to you.
I know what a blood grenade is.
So, you probably think timefall shelters are only good for getting out of the rain, right? Wrong. Our timefall shelters are different, you see. After extensive research and development, we were able to outfit them with a system that disperses a BT repellent fluid. So if you've got one on your tail and it's about to grab you, these shelters are the perfect way out.
Neat.
Only downside is that the repellent has a limited supply, so make sure you don't
Naturally.
run low. It has other perks too. The shelter can purify timefall and convert it into drinkable water, allowing you to top up your canteen on the go. We've posted an aid request so you can fabricate a shelter to see how it works. Researchers at other facilities are also in the process of looking into how various structures might be improved. As you expand chiral network coverage, we'll be able to share information and coordinate our efforts more effectively. And I'm sure we will all make even faster progress as a result. So keep on doing what you do and linking up places for us.
Now, like I said, I'm assuming this portion of the game, because I've already seen this game does have at least 2 different locations. I'm assuming this is a lot like the Eastern region in Death Stranding 1. Because there's not, it's just kind of getting you probably refreshed into Death Stranding if you haven't played the first, or if you have played the first one. And if you haven't played the first one, giving you, the basics.
By the way, you're planning to visit the research lab, yeah? You'll have to pass through some dangerous territory then.
Naturally.
We'll do a quick survey of the chiral density, so you might not want to leave right away. But let's not forget that you just tackled one of our toughest orders on record. Tell you what, we got a nice private room here that you can use to catch your breath. We'll get started on prepping the cargo for your next run in the meantime.
Alrighty then. Oh, I like how your private room, customization stays the same, even in other locations. That's neat.
Gatequake detected. Please seek shelter immediately.
Sam, are you okay?
I'm fine. You guys?
The facility's intact, but the research lab might have taken a hit. The local chiralium levels appear to be rising. Better hurry over there, Sam. Head to the delivery terminal upstairs and check their orders.
Yippee.
Right? Yeah, every time he goes to sleep, shit starts going down.
Shortly. A new feature has been made available for use.
Aid requests. Okay. Recover 4 beloved walking sticks washed away in the floods. Yeah, I don't really care about your walking sticks right now. Hey, the BB.
Sam, we've got a situation. The delivery for the research lab is ready for transport, but the chiral density is higher than anticipated.
Because of course it is.
This may be due to the gatequake just now, but we've identified a new BT area in the vicinity of the lab. However, we have no BB pods on hand. I know you've got dooms, but without a pod, you're gonna struggle to determine exactly where the BTs are.
Don't worry. If I can get close enough, I should be able to see them. Seems like my dooms level or whatever went up at some point. Steer me in the right direction. I can take care of the rest.
Oh yeah? That's awesome. By the way, we finished a preliminary assessment of the BTs detected in the vicinity of the research lab. And we've prepared some weapons that should be effective against them. You're a pro. I know you can handle this. According to our initial survey, you can expect to encounter gazers in the field. If you make contact with a gazer, then another type of BT, a hunter will emerge from the tar and try to capture you. If they succeed in this, you'll come face to face with a massive BT known as a catcher. Now, you don't want to ever let a catcher consume you. It'll trigger a void out, obliterating the surrounding area and everyone in it. And when the dust settles, there'll only be a giant crater. So make sure to escape the catcher before that happens. Or use the weapons at your disposal to eliminate it.
Sweet.
Alright, go ahead and pick up your next main order. I'll brief you on the details while you check your map.
Okay, you know what? I'm just going to entrust this cargo to you people.
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated. The delivery will be assigned to another porter.
I'm only going to keep one ladder with me. Actually, let me just go to recycle. And we'll get rid of a ladder. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. Okay, so this fires rubber bullets. This is equipped with MP bullets. I don't know what MP bullets are. We'll keep the rubber bullets. They also weigh less. And we'll actually also recycle a container repair spray because I've got one of those already. Still got a pretty decent amount of shit on my back. Defeat the BTs near the former geophysics research lab and deliver the prototype MP bullets.
Alright, Sam. You good to go? The new BT area we've identified is located in these ruins. If we don't do anything about it, eventually someone's gonna trigger a void out. So to prevent that, we need to neutralize all the BTs in this area. There's no shortage of collapsed buildings and hiding spots there, and the timefall isn't letting up anytime soon either. Since you'll also have cargo for the research lab with you, take care not to let it get damaged by the timefall or in any fights with BTs. An aid request for a timefall shelter was registered in that vicinity. If you build one near that spot, you can use it to escape any BTs that may be pursuing you. And if you stash your backpack in a timefall shelter, you can rest easy knowing your cargo's safe from the rain and devote your full attention to dealing with any threats. So if you got room to carry a little extra, consider requisitioning a PCC and taking it along with you so you can fabricate a shelter for added peace of mind. You're the only one we can count on. Don't let us down.
I did see that you can take your backpack off completely, so that's neat.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
All right then. Prototype MP bullets and blood grenades.
What's up?
What's up? How's it going, man? Thanks for stopping by. Okay. So I've got I've got my rubber bullet assault rifle. I've got a handful of blood grenades. Okay, my grenade pouch can only hold 2 of those. I've got a ladder. I've got the one PC. Actually, I've got multiple ladders. Can I... Yeah, let me recycle this ladder. Don't need that. Okay. Got the PCC for the Timefall shelter. And there's 5 blood grenades in each pouch, so that gives me 15. Okay, yeah, these don't do shit against BTs. So you know what? Give me some more blood grenades. I feel like we can't have too many of them right now. Alright, let's head out. Oh, it's going pretty good. We're still just scratching the surface on the beginning of Death Stranding 2.
Thank you.
The first game, the tutorial level is basically one whole region. And so this game's kind of taking the same approach. How far is it to the BT area? 500 meters. Well, that ancient... I mean, I'm going to the lab, I think, right? I'm going to the research lab. Is my destination. Geophysics research lab. Alright, fine. We'll take that too. The first game took me... I mean, I took my time with it. But I want to say the 2 playthroughs I did on that game were both around 80 hours. What'd I miss? I mean, I did a lot of resource grinding in that game that I didn't need to do. So there was that. But I'd say the main story took me probably probably between 40 and 50 hours. Potential gatequake detected. Oh shit. Earthquake.
Gatequake detected. Intensity. G-scale. 6.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Didn't think I was going to have to be dodging boulders on my way up here, but, well, here we are. How far are we from that? 180 meters? We're getting there. Yeah, I just missed the boulder. Sam, you got full coverage on that cargo? I think he's got liability only. Let's build this Timefall shelter here. Yeah, we're in BT territory now. Alright, that makes things a little easier. What does the upgrade do, though? Oh, durability? That's it? Well, hopefully my backpack stays there. Okay, let's get the blood grenades out. Actually, can I... Let me put this back on for a minute. Because I want to attach some of these blood grenades to my suit. That way I've got more of them. We're going in armed to the gills. We ain't taking any chances. I like how my backpack's just flopping around over there. Okay. Of course, it didn't tell me how many BTs are in this area. Missed. Is there any more? Get the hell off me, man. Is that all of them? All right.
Ambient chiral density has fallen to within normal range. BT threat neutralized. Please deliver
Shut up. Alright, let's finish up our delivery here. Oh, I should have made... Graham, remind me to make some boots at this research facility.
Keep it together.
You know, I actually want to check something here real quick. Audio settings. Yep, just like the first one. No music volume. Kind of does look a little bit like Zordon's building, doesn't it?
Come on, Sammy boy.
We made it.
Good evening, Sam. ID confirmed. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected.
Long time no see, Sam. Though, having said that, I realize you probably don't recognize me like this. Anyway, why don't you let me take a look at your orders?
The dude's name looked familiar. I feel like I know who this is. Yeah, buddy.
Looks just about perfect to me. But, that's Sam the Man for you. Oh, picked up some lost cargo, I see. Should be a nice surprise for someone. We never doubted you'd show. Reliable as ever. A man you can count on. We're ready for you to link us up with your Cupid. Once you do, you'll have fulfilled your objective of bringing the entirety of Mexico onto the chiral network.
Yeah, had a feeling it was just going to be a little tutorial level. 2.5 hour tutorial, but tutorial level nonetheless. Alex Weatherstone. I think he might have been the dude at the weather station in the first one. firmware update. Anti-BT effect. MP bullets are now effective against BTs.
Now display
Good to know.
your current porter grade.
So, Sam, don't suppose you remember who I am? The name's Alex. I used to work at the weather station back in the UCA.
Called it.
I was a Bridges employee, reporting directly to Deadman. So, when I was offered the opportunity to collaborate with him here, studying the Death Stranding and BTs, I jumped at the chance, and here I am. And now, you're here too. You actually couldn't have come at a better time. Shortly before your arrival, chiral density levels started to climb, hitting significantly higher ranges than before. This kind of spike is indicative of an imminent giant BT appearance. I've shared with you some MP bullets that should be very effective against BTs. Because if a giant BT is on the way, then we're gonna need you to put it down.
Of course you are. What kind of weapons you got?
Well, the delivery you were kind enough to bring us contained a shipment of MP bullets that have anti-BT properties. This ammunition will turn your average assault rifle into a BT killing machine. You can also fabricate blood grenades if you want to keep a few on hand. Before you head back out, review your options and requisition any weapons you think you might need. We've set aside a ton of extra materials just for this purpose. Chiral density levels in this region have been fluctuating wildly. We've been seeing a lot of gatequakes and seismic activity as well. It's almost certainly related to recent shifts in the tar currents. Our analysis of these anomalies has led us to believe that the arrival of a giant BT is all but imminent.
Sweet.
What the data doesn't tell us is exactly where it might appear. Our chiral monitoring equipment just wasn't precise enough to zero in. Now that you've connected us to the network, though, we should be able to make more accurate predictions. We seriously owe you. It's hard to know when this giant BT is going to appear. So for now, you should rest up in your private room and prepare for a potential fight.
Yippee.
That's both mine and Deadman's recommendation. We'll keep you posted, Sam.
Yeah. Definitely gonna have to, kill some BTs. That sounds like a giant BT. 68 chiral crystals extracted from Sam's bodily fluids. So not only do we just ingest chiral material, we, you know, eat, sleep, shit chiral material. Piss chiral material.
It's
Awesome.
been too long, Sam. You were a good friend to me. One I could never forget. Which is why I took steps to ensure that this message would only play upon your arrival. The sensors were set to scan for your biometric data. A simple enough trick. Now, this was originally a geophysics laboratory established for the study of earthquakes. And for that reason, it holds a wealth of documentation on gatequakes, tar currents, and placates. As well, I discovered, as research data on the other side. Now, what I'm about to tell you, I learned after I came to this place. Imagine that this is the lab. Though it's relatively close to the northern tip of South America, the continent is entirely cut off from us by a tar belt. And so we have no idea what's going on down there. Nor do we know the state of any continent other than our own. The researchers here were trying to establish contact with the rest of the world. They were well equipped to do so, as the facility had once been used to launch research satellites. So they tried launching a variety of probes and drones in the hope of obtaining observational data, with no success. The Earth, you see, is shrouded in a thick layer of chiralium that renders electronics inoperable at altitude. So they tried sending ships across the ocean. Oh, yes. Oh, but that failed too. The high concentration of chiralium in open water proved too corrosive, invariably causing them to sink. But then the researchers found some rather rare birds on their doorsteps. Birds not native to the region. Nice birdie, nice birdie. And that, my friend, was just the beginning. Not far from the lab, they discovered a strange anomaly. Well, the surrounding area was heavily contaminated with chiralium. Yes. This is beautiful. The researchers would later dub the anomaly a plate gate. But further investigation revealed that it came into existence when you began to expand the chiral network across North America, and that the gate grew larger in tandem with the network itself. What started as a tiny fissure in space became so much more. The researchers duly installed cameras to study the gate and its surrounding area. Now, to their surprise, they caught footage of some unusual marsupials. Yes, a kind you wouldn't expect to normally encounter in Central America, like the birds. But to confirm their suspicions, they sent an autonomous robot through the gate. The soil samples it collected were consistent with the archived geological data from the southern hemisphere. Not long after, several men and women came through the gate. They spoke English, and they confirmed that they had indeed come from faraway Australia. We finally knew the world outside North and Central America had survived. Ours was not the last bastion of humanity, but Australia had suffered the Death Stranding too. Undeterred, the researchers began working closely with Bridges and conducted a series of tests, paving the way for an expedition to Australia that would lay the groundwork for chiral network expansion. After they had first installed surveillance equipment, that is, so that the gate could be monitored from the Mexican side, a necessity to this day as Australia is not yet connected to the chiral network. The UCA may not have dreams of conquest and control, but they aren't about to let just anyone use the gate. Indeed, that's one of the reasons they were so determined to connect Australia to the network in the first place. Well, I suppose that's all I have to say about the plate gate. There's something else that I need to tell you, though. Something far more important. Mind if I pause it here? I have to go take a shower.
Gate quake detected. Sam, a gigantic BT just showed up outside.
You have something more important to tell me, but I'm going to tell you later.
Up top and take whatever you need. We're counting on you.
Got something important to tell you, Sam, but you're going to have to wait. Asshole. Okay. Plategate, a phenomenon that appeared near the research lab in Mexico around the time that Sam began connecting the UCA to the chiral network. At first, only a microscopic warping in the texture of space could be observed, but this grew bigger as the UCA's chiral network expanded. Connecting Mexico to Australia, The plate gate can be used to travel between the two continents. It is the only plate gate currently in existence. So now we just have teleportation, I guess? Sure, because why not? Alright, let's go fight some BTs. Or a gigantic BT, rather. Time to load up to the gills.
Access the delivery terminal to make preparations for combat.
Okay, well, let's get rid of the rubber bullet. Guy. Let's actually... Let's actually store these. So I'm not going to need those right now. That seems to concern no one. Like, oh yeah, we were connecting everyone to this network that just so happens to be creating wormholes on Earth between continents. Yeah, let's go check it out. Alright, well, give me... Yeah, we'll take 2 of these for now. 3 of these. Can I make... You know what? Give me 2 more of these, just to be on the safe side. Can't have too many guns now. All right. Neat. Excuse my language here, but what in the actual fuck? The first game was a hell of an experience. I expected nothing less from this one. Let's see how effective these are. It's like a skull jellyfish. Now it's whipping cars at me. thing fucking ate me. Almost had it, and it ate me. And the void out was triggered by the BT. What's funny, what's actually kind of hilarious, I saw this before too. Pretend you won. Damn it. Okay, well, let's get some distance. Let's do that first. Yeah, it was about like that. Ah! One more, maybe two. That's all I need. Got him.
I am invincible!
I just wish Sam's, like, evasion was better. Like, it just... Especially in the tar. Like, it's... When you're in the tar, you just cannot move quickly. And that's just the way it is. Let him... Shit.
Sam, this is Alex. You did it! We've confirmed the chiral crystallization of the giant BT. Local chiral density is already dropping fast. I think we can all rest easy for now. You've saved a lot of lives by killing that monstrosity. We won't forget that. Head to the research lab's private room and take a break. You've earned it.
Yeah, no shit. Still got quite a bit left over. I think I used one full assault rifle and probably maybe 3 packs of the blood grenades. 4 maybe. Special American beer, brother. I'm going to head back to this research station, see what we've got, because I would guess that by this point they're going to want me to head to Australia. You know, through their fancy gate. But I also don't see Sam just willing to go, yeah, let's go to Australia and, you know, leave Lou behind still. Like, this was supposed to be Mexico, and that's it. We're done with Mexico.
I want you to know that we appreciate it.
Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted in...
Hey, Sam. I've been waiting for you. Stuff goes missing all the time, but it looks like today is our lucky day.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I gotta say, Sam, you're looking pretty beat. You know you can borrow the private room whenever you want, right? Don't kill yourself for our sakes.
I don't plan on it, my guy.
Order completed. Well done.
Well, what's going to happen to Sam sleeping today?
As I said before, there's something I need to tell you. It's about Lou. You see, after you left Bridges, I decided to do a little digging into BB-28's past. That is, Lou's. I found the BB decommissioning records. Now, according to them, BB-28 was flagged for disposal and subsequently incinerated 4 years ago, long before you and Lou first met.
That's BB-28?
This is the child officially identified as BB-28. But if you look closer, Sam, you see at once that it can't possibly be Lou. Right there at the elbow, where the birthmark should be. Nothing. Which means we have another BB-28 on our hands. The one with whom you memorably went west and back not so long ago, that is Lou. Per regulations, the serial number assigned to each BB was unique. No 2 units should have ever been assigned the same one. I've cross-checked the details with the most up-to-date entries in the UCA database. And indeed, there is no reason to believe BB-28 survived. All of which can only mean, Sam, Now, the bridge baby you carried with you on your journey across America, Lou, was never recorded in the official database. So, where then did Lou come from? Right now, your guess is as good as mine. But as worrying as that sounds, this could actually be to your advantage, since it's functionally impossible for the UCA or Bridges to track a BB of which they have no record. Which is lucky, because if they did know about a BB that could live and grow outside the pod, they'd want to secure it for study. So take comfort in the knowledge that they don't, that you're free, that you can bring up Lou in peace. How is it, by the way? The two of you living as a family. Right. I have gifts for you. A few things to take back home. An assortment of vaccines to be administered as your child grows up. We want Lou to live a long and healthy life. And it's natural for children to be afraid of shots. Maybe this will help put Lou's mind at ease. A token of my affection. You can collect it via the delivery terminal when you leave. I wonder how big Lou will get. Anyway, there's one more thing I wanted to share with you. As you know, everyone is meant to go to their own beach when they die. But unlike most people, I wasn't born from a mother. I was born from an artificial womb. Transplants provided the organs I never had. I was incomplete and had no beach, I believed. But I wasn't about to accept that. I went back home to study the Ha and Ka and the beach. I threw myself into my work, Sam. I tried. But I
Ha
think I've
and
done
Ka
all that I
was
can.
the Egyptian
In
terminology
the end,
for
I'm
like
still a
body and
patchwork
soul.
Frankenstein's monster. One that's just about worn out. As a doctor, I can tell you, I don't have long left. So I've devoted my remaining time to research. That's why I'm here, Sam. Where I can focus on the beach. There's so much data here, Sam. On beach formation, jumping via beaches, the relationship between the beach and plate gates. All the evidence you could ever wish for. Not enough to solve every mystery, perhaps, but enough for me to make an incredible personal discovery. That I have a beach after all. It doesn't matter how I was born. I have lived as a human. And thus do I possess a beach like any other. I am not a machine, but a person with a Ha and a Ka and a beach to go with them. Lastly, I have a confession for you, along with a heartfelt apology. I told you once that I didn't have dooms. But that's not actually true. Not that I was lying, you understand. I just didn't know. It was only after I found my beach that I realized. Chiral allergic reaction. I can feel it getting closer. I'm off to the beach, Sam. To my beach. Take care of yourself.
Sam.
I guess Dead Man is dead.
Did you know about this?
No. It's news to me, too. I'm sorry that that man is gone. But he would have been pleased that you managed to extend the UCA network all the way to his lab. Thank you, Sam.
I guess I'm homeward bound.
Missing little Lou that badly?
You know I am.
Come on back, Sam. Lou misses you too.
Curious about something real quick, because I keep seeing it. Where is it? Story so far. So you get a little bit of like a little bit of a summary, so you know, every so often, to kind of help you remember where you're at. So that's neat. Okay, take on a main order at the research lab in the terminal. Well, let's see here. If I can get Sam back to his shelter, I would assume, or I'm guessing, that is probably going to be the end of this region. Probably another cutscene, and then we'll call it a night. Right. I like leaving it off here just doesn't feel right.
Time for a rest.
That's not what I wanted to do. Need some boots. That needs to happen.
Hey, Sam. About that message Deadman left for you. I hope you understand that he wanted to tell you all that himself. He didn't want it to come from me or anyone else. Naturally, we respected his wishes. We'll also be carrying on his research in his stead. I'm sure you will, but please take care of that last order he left for you. On another note, you can now use your PCC to construct generators and bridges. Build them along your delivery routes, and you're sure to make a ton of other porters very happy. Trust me. Who knows? They might end up returning the favor someday, too. Also, you can now fabricate tri-cruisers, trikes with 2 front wheels. You'll be able to build, charge, or repair tri-cruisers at any facility with a garage. Like this one. It's a battery-powered vehicle, so if you run out of juice in the wild, you can always construct a generator to recharge it. Just be careful not to run out of battery when you're outside network coverage. You can only use your PCC to build generators or any other structures when you've got a network connection. So without coverage, you'll either have to ditch a dead tri-cruiser or wait forever and a day for the solar panels to recharge it. Once again, thank you for linking up all of Mexico, Sam. Be safe out there. And pay us a visit the next time you're close.
Sam, I just reviewed the list of UCA associates. You can rest easy. Any data concerning your life on the run has been erased. So once you've taken care of Deadman's final request, you can come straight home. Access the terminal on site for the details. I'll take care of Lou. Just focus on the job.
Alright, one more job, I guess. What is it? Go home with a present for Lou. Oh, okay, so it's the vaccines and the stuff that Deadman left for me.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Oops.
Delivery route finalized. Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Okay.
This custom cargo container is designed to be attached directly to your chest. The words, "For Lou," are written on it. Tri-cruisers are now available for fabric.
Okay, well, let's do some cargo management here. Recycle those. Recycle that. Recycle the damn boots. Because we need some boots. I almost forgot about my damn boots again. Give me some boots. You know what? I'll keep the guns, because I'll put them in my own storage locker, maybe. I thought that said insufficient materials for fabrication for a minute, and I was about to lose my shit. Oh, this has like a full-on seat rather than, you know, like the other one that was actually a, you know, like a motorcycle. Okay. Let's go.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Oh, neat. My backpack cargo just goes right in the back. Nice.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care.
Wait. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, I do have one PCC. And let's see here. So as long as I can make it over here to C1, then I can build another generator, if get another PCC if I need it. Speed boost, drift, jump. Boost!
Jibber jabber, jibber jabber, jabbering. Walking towards the light that guides you home.
Axe up! I tried.
Whispering, whispering. Nobody hears us. Nobody knows. If they bothered to see from the cage.
Here we go, I'll do a wheelie X up. Well, I tried.
Nobody cares. Nobody knows. That's just how it goes.
Based off of what I've seen in the trailers for this game, I have a feeling I know where this is going.
It's just how it goes. Waste of breath, a mindless stare.
Now we have chiral network coverage.
Simply
I wonder if there's a shelter in here somewhere and in here somewhere. Or if those are just dead zones.
carry your weight into oblivion. Deep into
Now entering chiral network coverage.
we had no choice to where we're thrown.
Didn't realize I was separated from some of my cargo to start with.
It's the desire. Just to wind up alone. But it's just how it goes.
Can I make it? Nope.
It's just how it goes.
Oh, that sucks. In the first one, you could, like, weave the thing back and forth when the battery was dead.
It's just how.
Well, I guess we have to build a generator this damn close to,
It's just how it goes.
this close to C1. I was hoping there was going to be a charger or something over there I could utilize. Well, we'll make a swing over here to C1 and get another PCC unit, just in case. Doesn't look like there's any vehicle charging stations around here anywhere. Give me two. Because you just never know.
Intrusion detected. Intrusion detected. Level 5 alert. Multiple unidentified armed hostiles inbound.
Uh-oh.
Your shelter is under attack.
They're in danger. I gotta get back.
Oh, great. Robo-Dog? Didn't know Robo-Dog was in this game. Oh no. Ah, there we go. If there's a will, there's a way, damn it. Going over that bridge the way I did was probably not the smartest decision I ever made, but I don't give a damn how much that Robo-Dog's worth. I'll kill that sumbitch.
Construction process now complete.
Let's see here. Okay, we're getting closer. I should be able to make it home on this. I know the boost uses more battery too, but, well, Lou and Fragile are under attack. We gotta make some progress. I'm coming home, BB.
Nobody's home. Maybe outside. She can't have gone too far from the shelter.
Okay, well, I see the set of footprints here, but they stop right here. Oh, there they are.
What the hell happened?
Lou.
I patched you up the best I could. What happened to Lou?
We were attacked.
Out with it.
It all happened so fast.
Intrusion detected. Intrusion detected. Level 5 alert. Multiple unidentified armed hostiles inbound.
I tried to jump us out of there. But I could only take my equipment with me. And I couldn't possibly think of Lou like that. There was no way for the two of us to escape together. The best I could hope for was to jump Lou out. Just Lou. couldn't protect Lou. I am so sorry. So sorry. I'm sorry. Sam, what's going on?
Can you hear me? Can you see me? You can't. Because you're dead.
All right, now we fast forward a month.
Lou?
Well, we'll make a save here. Now, they made it pretty obvious in the gameplay trailers that something was going to happen to Lou. Like that cutscene there that just played with Fragile getting attacked and everything. We pretty much saw all of that, plus some other stuff that happens later on in the game.
Enough already.
So the trailers have given us a lot. And like I knew it was going to happen, right? But I don't know how I feel about, I guess, the death of Lou this early in the game. And I mean, I kind of assumed it was going to happen fairly early in the game anyways, because in the trailers that we saw, and at the end of my Death Stranding playthrough, we watched one of the trailers. Like, Sam's hair's all white, and he's, off doing the whole thing again, and Lou is nowhere with him. So I figure in order for this game to be what it is and what it's going to be, Lou couldn't have been around all that long. So I kind of had a feeling going into this Mexico area, this first chapter, that it was going to end with Fragile and Lou being attacked. That was pretty obvious from the beginning. However, I don't care for that. Well, simply because Lou is fucking adorable, but also because it just kind of makes the ending of Death Stranding 1 feel more insignificant. Because we find out at the end of Death Stranding 1 that Sam was originally a bridge baby, if not the original bridge baby. And he got shot by God, I can't remember her name. The president, Bridget, got shot by him trying to shoot Cliff, who was Sam's father, after he had already taken Sam out of the BB pod. And then on the beach, Amelie essentially saves Sam, and that's what begins the whole like Death Stranding thing. That's what starts setting a lot of things in motion. And so then at the end, after Sam learns all of that, you know, he already had an attachment to Lou by that point, and so then Sam can't just incinerate BB. So he takes Lou out of the pod, and, you know, obviously for the last year they'd been living together here and everything, but it just, I feel like by I guess killing off Lou this early in the story, it just makes the ending of the first one feel less significant. When you know, kind of put that all together. I suppose we'll see how the story goes from here forward. Because this, I feel like we kind of already could assume going in based off of where the last one ended and what we saw in the trailers. This didn't seem like it was going to be that, you know, unexpected. So I guess we'll see what happens on Wednesday when we get back into it. I was hoping to maybe at least get a little bit farther, and so we could get into like the Australia area and really kind of start getting into the meat and potatoes of this game, because we kind of just got started. And I feel like, you know, for the most part, I kind of feel like we just finished the tutorial and it took almost 4 hours. But with all that being said, this is a Hideo Kojima game. So if you're expecting, I guess, this to be just a quick action game, it ain't that. You know, so when it comes to even Death Stranding 1, that game, you got to give it time to breathe, in space to breathe. You've got to just be in it for the long haul. And so we will see what happens on Wednesday night when we return to this game. But Tuesday night, Grim will be back with some more Steel Rising. And if he doesn't finish that up Tuesday, should be finishing that up Thursday, this coming up week. And then there's a possibility at some point this week that I may do a single stream of a Horizon Zero Dawn speed run. I've been learning that. I'm doing it on New Game Plus on story difficulty, so it's the easiest difficulty with all the weapons and everything. And so I've just been kind of tinkering around with that, and so I might do something like that here during the week, because I'm going to have some extra time this week to maybe do something. I know they needed something to happen to drive some sort of narrative, but I don't know, unless this gets twisted around in some way, which it can because of what this game is. I think it sucks that they ditched Lou that quick. So do I. Like, I feel like it would have been better, you know, for Lou to have just been taken, you know, so then Sam has that, you know, you got that classic narrative of, you know, Sam's trying to get his son back, you know, and, you know, there's the potential for that happy ending and that, you know, reunification and all that at some point. Because, yeah, I just, like I said, I feel like by killing Lou this quickly, just makes the ending of the first one feel so insignificant. And I'm not sure how to feel about it, because we've got probably at least 25 to 30 hours of gameplay left. A lot of twists and turns that are more than likely going to climb up in this story. So we'll see what happens Wednesday night. There will be a playlist up there in that corner there on YouTube, and a subscribe button up there as well, along with a link to the Grim Beardson Discord in the description below. Until next time, Grim, thanks for stopping by. Doesn't feel genuine and just makes it feel like it's not a big deal. Yeah, it just, I don't know. It's going to take some time to just digest this and see, I guess, how it plays out going forward. Because it could be one of them things where it's just like, you know what? We'll make it seem and look and feel this way, but really it's going this way. That classic, Kojima deflection could be coming up here. But we'll find out some more on Wednesday. Thanks for hanging out, Grim. Lurk, thanks for stopping by for a little while. Evolving Fetus, was good to see you as well. And until next time, stay suave.